Milana Vayntrub has become a well-known pop culture icon in the United States. She is best known as Lily from a run of AT&T ads. She is well known in the advertising world for her role as the happy and helpful AT&T worker. But what makes Lily Adams so charming and bubbly? In this movie, Milana Vayntrub finally tells us what we've been thinking about her whole life, the truth, and how hard to find people in the show business. Milana Vayntrub, an American actor best known for playing ATT's Lily, began acting when she was a child. Her parents came to the United States with her when she was only 2 years old. They were born in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Having to start making money for her family right away after getting married and moving to Los Angeles, Milana Vayntrub began her acting career. She got her first performing job in public service announcements for Barbie dolls when she was only 5 years old. This early start had to help her get a job in the show business later on. Milana got her start as an actress when she played Tatiana on 3 episodes of the popular TV show R. This kind of publicity in a popular show helped her get her first big break. After R, Milana was in the teen comedy series Lizzie McGuire from 2001 to 2002, which made her acting job even better. Milana quickly rose through the ranks of her job by working on a number of TV shows and web series. In the show The Roommate's Enemies, which ran from 2012 to 2013, she played Denise. Her roles in the police drama The Division, the reality show Food Network Star, and the comedy series The League were also notable because they showed how versatile she was as an actor. In 2014, Milana got the part of Silicon Valley, a comedy show about tech companies. This was the best thing that happened in her acting career. Milana's performance as Tara, which was very good, showed how well she could handle comedy and other parts. That being said, Milana's career really took off in 2013 when she got the part of Lily Adams in the AT&T ads. She was perfect as Lily, the friendly and helpful AT&T store worker, and watchers were blown away right away. The character became popular very quickly thanks to both the actress's good looks and how real the character seemed. Due to her ability to connect with viewers, Lily Adams became a popular character in American ads. She has become one of the most important people in the entertainment industry by performing on TV and in movies, which have brought her huge audiences. But how did this figure come to be? Well, the character Lily Adams, who was played by Milana Vayntrub, was made as part of an AT&T marketing effort. The brilliant mind behind this hit is based at Hungry Man Productions. As a skilled director who worked on making ads that got people's attention, Hank wanted Lily to be more than just an ad mascot. Hank thought that Lily would be tough, smart, friendly, and funny enough to make the 30-second ads stand out. Milana Vayntrub was a great fit for this idea. As it turned out, history was made. ATT's sales went up a lot because of Lily. The promotion had an effect because it brought this character to the public's attention, which led to an increase in the company's overall sales. One thing that made Lily popular was her cameos in commercials with famous people like Mark Cuban, LeBron James, and Gordon Ramsay. This helped AT&T's brand identity. Lily's character made AT&T stand out from other ads by being both well-known and easy to recognize. This made Lily Adams more than just a figure in an ad. She became a symbol of AT&T's brand, showing how powerful smart marketing and good character acting can be. However, things didn't go so well after that. Back in August 2020, AT&T shared a movie of Lily that got a lot of attention. The post got 1.6 million views, but not all of them were good. A lot of the comments were about Milana's looks, especially her chest, instead of her work. This making of people into objects led to a lot of rude and offensive statements. Things got worse very quickly. In the Times story, it was said that a few months into the revenge, Lily's and Vayntrub's behavior suddenly changed from being tolerant to being lecherous and mean. Fans flooded the comments part of ATT's social media posts with rude comments and sexy emojis, making sure that Vayntrub was teased everywhere she went. By the summer, the abuse had spread to her personal social media accounts and the personal information that was on them. She was also getting new, insulting nicknames for her chest area. People looked at both new and old posts and pictures of her. Her private photos were shown to people she didn't know. The sexual abuse on the internet got so bad that Vayntrub talked about it on her August 2020 Instagram Live. She said that some of the abuse included rude and sexist comments, and some fans asked her to send them pictures of herself in her underwear. Vayntrub went on, or maybe it's just being a woman on the internet. But all of these responses make me feel bad. It hurts, and it makes me think of being sexually assaulted a lot. I'm just walking my dog when I get messages from people who change my pictures to get more likes on their own posts. I do not agree to any of this. I don't want any of this. AT&T also didn't ignore what was going on. When it came to the problem, they responded right away to some of the worst comments, calling the abuse wrong. Eventually, the negative comments got worse and more frequent until they hit a breaking point. The company then decided to close the video's comments part so that more harassment wouldn't happen. While this was going on, Stephanie Courtney, who plays Flo from The Progressive, called Milana out of the blue. Courtney told The Times that she wanted to show her support for Vayntrub even though she hasn't been harassed as much as she was. Vayntrub said that meeting Courtney on the phone made her feel like people cared about her. Vayntrub said that Courtney's call made her feel like there were people on her team, which made her feel very better. No matter what, Vayntrub's job as Lily for AT has given her a career and a better salary, which has helped her personal life. When asked if Lily had more good than bad, Vayntrub said that it did. The bad side did affect her work, though. She became more picky about the parts she played and the things she shared on social media because of this. She was afraid of being seen as an object because she had to make sure that no one else could use the information she shared on social media in a bad way. She refused to do scenes in movies that would make her more vulnerable to being objectified, and this continued even when she was performing. Unfortunately for her, the comments and pictures were often shared again, and the trolls never stopped following her. It was hard for her to avoid the bad attention she was getting. This is the bad side of social media that Milana experienced early on in her journey. It left a mark on her and affected how she chose to promote herself and her job. Milana was ready to take a stand after getting eyes for web abuse after the 2021 NCAA tournament ads. People have asked me about how my body is shown in the ads that I make. The mean things people have said about me directly affect the choices I make about how I look. I decide whether to show my body or not because I want to be respected and kept safe. Even so, she stayed a major player in the advertising business and stayed committed to her jobs and causes. Is just as well known as her acting work. Milana knew what it was like to be a refugee because she had left Uzbekistan with her family. Her background made her understand that there are people who need her help, which is why she joined the cause. Milana helped to start the political group Can't Do Nothing, which helps bring attention to and help people who have been forced to leave their homes around the world. The group started as a social networking account that posted things, and turned into a complicated attempt to make things different. Milana thought that helping refugees meant more than just collecting money. In addition to helping refugee families, she worked directly with them to bring attention to the problems they were having. And her action is more than just not being able to do anything. Besides helping refugees, Milana fights for the rights of women. The author has also written about her own experiences with reproductive health and how important it is for women to get safe, legal abortions. Because she herself had an abortion, she wants to make the process less shameful and stress how important reproductive rights are. She has taken the time to speak out against any efforts to take away these rights and fight for women's right to own our bodies. She really wants to make the world a better place, as shown by the charity work and cause she picked. Milana keeps using her fame to make a difference, whether it's by speaking out for refugees and immigrants or always standing up for women's rights and a safe workplace. In her career, Milana Vayntrub has played many other parts on TV and in movies besides the role of AT girl. Milana is best known for her role as Lily Adams in the AT&T commercials, but she has also played many other roles that show how versatile she is. Another time Milana was seen was on the famous TV show This Is Us, where she played Sloane. It is especially important to talk about her show episode that took place during Christmas and Hanukkah because she did more than just entertain the viewers. There was also talk about the holiday. Milana just recently said that she learned about Hanukkah from the TV show Rugrats. As well, she would love for her part on This Is Us to teach people the same thing. One more thing that stands out is her role as Squirrel Girl in Marvel Rising of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. People liked how Milana played Doreen Green in Squirrel Girl, even though the show couldn't really make a name for itself in the market. They thought she did a great job with the part. But the show never really stuck around for a long time. Also, Milana has done some guest roles on TV shows, like on the show Californication. At the end of the last season, Milana was asked to join the group and played the lead role, but her appearance was short. This kind of scene really shows how good an actor she is, especially since she only had a small part in it but made a big difference. The horror comedy Werewolves Within, which was based on a video game and came out at the Tribeca Film Festival in 2021, starred Milana. The movie got good reviews. Milana also learned a lot from this part because she got to act in a different type of movie and gain more experience. Along with her freelance work, Milana has also shot a few personal projects. She also created and hosted the web series Making Fun with Akila and Milana, in which Milana and Akila Hughes talk about current life, friendship, and different ways people act. This project shows that she can deal with a lot of different topics in her art. One more thing that shows how hard she works and how dedicated she is to her job is how versatile her work is in different types of media. There have been ups and downs in her personal life as well. The actor and comedian Milana Vayntrub had a baby in May 2020. It was a happy time for her. She wrote to her fans in a piece for the Daily Beast about how hard it was for her to be pregnant. She talked about the serious problems she was having during labor, like how the pressure of the baby's head on her spine made her feel like her back was breaking apart. But giving birth was the best thing that ever happened to her, because it was a big turning point that gave her a new sense of joy and purpose. Milana has been honest about her problems with sexual health. The woman said that she had an unplanned pregnancy 10 years ago and decided to have an abortion. Milana knew she wasn't ready for a child because she was having trouble with money and living with her partner for the first time after graduating. She looked for a center where she could end the pregnancy, emphasizing the value of access to safe and legal abortion services. By talking about this experience openly, she hopes to remove the shame from the process and fight for women's rights. She does more than just tell her story to support the right of women to have children. As a powerful person, Milana has spoken out against any action that could hurt these rights and urged people to be protected in any way they choose. She is worried about the loss of rights that Roe v. Wade allows because of this, saying the changes would have an effect on the rights and health of women. In her personal life as well, Milana has changed the way she is a mother. In particular, Milana talks about her private life in an interview with Rebecca Lee on the podcast How the FK Did You Bounce Back? The interview is mostly about her jobs as a mother and a wife. A lot of women say they used to have "I wasn't aware of how hard and real it is to raise a child," Milana starts to explain. "At times I thought moms were being selfish and didn't understand how hard things were for them." Today, Milana has a young son with her husband, whom she has also decided to keep out of the public eye. This has changed her whole outlook. "When I became a mom, my whole attitude changed. There were many things about being a parent that I wasn't ready for." She says it's especially hard because it needs constant time and care. She shares sweet things about her son and can't wait to spend every moment with him. Even so, she knows how important it is to take a break from being a parent every once in a while. She also shows another important part of being a mother by taking care of her marriage, where they can talk about anything that's on their minds. She says that they discovered that focusing on their relationship as a couple makes them much better parents. "During my childhood, my parents fought a lot, and I remember how that made me feel unsafe and unsure of myself. I'm determined that that won't happen to my family again." Milana is very aware of how she raises her kids. She was trying to break out of the patterns and cycles of pain that she had herself as a child. She remembers being worried about getting back into the same bad habits she used to hate while she was pregnant. "When I was 2 years old, my parents left the Soviet Union for Los Angeles. They gave up a lot for our family. I've since forgiven them for anything they did wrong. However, I couldn't stop thinking about the bad things that happened to me as a child and how I want to be a better parent." She strongly dislikes the idea of hitting her child as a way to punish them, since she herself was spanked as a child. She says, "I grew up where spanking was normalized, but I know it's something I will never do with my child. It's been a long road." From her job to her personal life, Milana Vayntrub has always been a symbol of love, strength, and dedication. The people never knew this new side of them before.